Hello everyone. Before we start our agenda today, let's introduce ourselves for the record. I am Hafiz Asidiki. My student number is 2400018003.
Hello guys, I am Ridang Bima Pamungkas. My student ID number is 2400018007.
Hi everyone, my name is Sanjuga Pareski. My number ID is 2400018030.
And I am Muhammad Ardian Yulianto. My student ID is 24001I038.
Alright, thank you everyone for being on time. As we agreed previously, today is a crucial day for us. We need to present our individual startups ideas, discuss them, and finally decide which the project most potential for us to execute together as a team. Are you guys ready to start the pitching session?
I'm ready. I have prepared my material.
Yes, I am fully prepared. Let's do this.
I'm ready to. Let's hear the ideas.
Great. Since everyone is ready, I will start the first presentation. Please listen carefully. SentinelSec is a startup company that offers a service from risk management and incident response to AI-driven security and compliance across various industries. This startup will operate in Yogyakarta and in other provinces across Indonesia. It plans to be staffed by a professional cybersecurity practitioner. I plan to build this startup because in Indonesia there are many hacking cases that can harm many people. The strategy I want to implement to build this startup is to start with validating a unique idea, conducting market research, and developing a solid business plan. Then, build a team of experts, find investors and mentors, and develop a product with core features that solve a specific problem. For example, endpoint security solutions, managed security services, or consulting. After that, focus on digital marketing strategies like LinkedIn or content and networking, as well as complying with legal requirements and building strong customer service with ongoing education such as webinars to build credibility and growth.
That's a very ambitious plan, Hafiz. But my main concern is the cost. Hiring professional practitioner is very expensive. Do we have the capital for that?
It is a challenge, surely. However, since we offer high end consulting services for corporations, the revenue should cover the salary cost.
I see your point. But is the Indonesian market really ready to pay for this?
Hacking cases are rising every day, and companies are panicked. They are desperate for a solution. All right, let's move on to the next idea. Bima, the floor is yours.
Jogja Technical Studio is an indie game development startup that focus on creating lightweight first-person shooter or FPS game for mobile and PC platform. The studio is based in Yogyakarta, Indonesia, where local creatively and modern technology meet. The startup was founded to answer the demand for accessible FPS game can that run smoothly on mid-range device, es- ex- especially for Indonesian player. It was established in 2025 as part of the growing local game industry. Our target user are casual and competitive FPS gamers in Indonesia. We develop our game using a small Angry Learn utility engine and effective prototyping method to deliver fast-paced, optimized, and competitive FPS gameplay.
Interesting, nice. But Bima, the FPS genre is dominated by giants like PUBG and GODM. How can a small local startup compete?
We don't compete on high-end graphic. We compete on accessibility. We target mid-range device and struggle to run those big games.
Optimizing for local hardware is smart, but game development is high risk. If the game isn't fun, we make zero money.
That's why we use effective prototyping. We fail fast, fix fast, and release fast.
Okay, next presenter, Sandy. Please explain your idea.
The future plan for the project, the connection of man and machine, a future driven by AI, is to evolve it into an interdisciplinary research platform dedicated to exploring the harmonious integration of artificial intelligence and human potential to create innovative future solutions. My primary focus moving forward will be to map the point of connection between human cognition and algorithmic efficiency, addressing both the technological and ethical aspect to ensure this collaboration not only boosts productivity but also enriches the overall quality of life. By developing intelligent system prototypes and publishing critical insight, the project aims to serve as a strategic gate in navigating the global digital transformation, where the boundary between biological and artificial intelligence increasingly blurs for the sake of sustainable civilization progress.
Wow, that is very philosophical, Sandy. But honestly, is this a business or a university research paper?
It is a research platform, but we sell the strategic guide and prototypes to big industries navigating AI information.
It sounds too abstract for a startup. Investor usually want to clear product they can sell it immediately, not just a concept.
I agree. It is visionary, but it might be too complex for us to execute right now as our first project. Lastly, Ian, please present your ideas.
My startup is focused on developing a platform that provides many valuable and expensive data from attention economy. The startup I create will be located in Yogyakarta and will serve the global market. This platform primarily objective is to aggregate and synthesize high value and fragmented data from microblogging like X, formerly Twitter, to short videos like TikTok by leveraging advanced back-end algorithm and data mining techniques. The startup will provide exclusive statistics, actionable insight, and access to private strategic discussions that are inaccessible to the public. The data will optimize your decision-making process, make accurate planning from your content campaign, and gain more attention from many people. My startup is aiming to provide this platform to content creators, creative agencies, and many top companies. My startup will make a paid subscription model priced at one priced at 10,000 USD annually. I'm aiming to launch this startup in quarter 1 2026.
Wait, $10,000 annually? That is incredibly expensive. Who will pay for that?
Big agencies and top companies. Data is the new oil. If we give them exclusive insight, they will pay for the advantage.
But Ian, scrapping private strategic discussions sounds legally dangerous. Are we allowed to sell that data?
Also, Q1 2026 is very soon. Developing a back-end algorithm that's complex takes a lot of time.
Okay, we have heard all four ideas. Now, we need to carefully choose the most reasonable one to execute as a team.
To be honest, looking at the option, Prima Game Studio is interesting, but the gaming industry is incredibly volatile. If we don't hit a viral trend immediately, we will run out of fun. And for Yan data platform, I think the legal risk of scraping private data are just too high for us to handle right now.
I accept that critique regarding the legal aspect. However, looking at Sandy project, it feels more like an academic pursuit than a real business. We need cash flow soon, and research platforms usually take years to become profitable. Investors won't wait that long.
That's true. We need quickly revenue.
That brings us to Hafiz Sentinel Tech. I think it's balanced everything perfectly. It addressed a critical urgency in Indonesia because everyone is afraid of data leaks. So the market is practically begging for a solution.
Exactly. And we can scale it easily. We start as a service provider to build capital and reputation. And then we can develop the AI software products later once we have the money.
I agree with that logic. Security is a never-ending need, unlike game which are seasonal or pure research which is slow. Sentinel Sec is the most sustainable option for us.
Agreed, it's the most logical choice.
So we all agree to proceed with Sentinel Sec.
Yes, agreed.
Great. Thank you for the discussion. Let's make this happen.